volume training is one of the most important things you could do if you're trying to get strong. And that's why I really, really don't understand people who say that strength athletes only do singles and triples. To me, this is ignorant bullshit. I see it all the freaking time in comment sections where guys say, you're a powerlifter. All you do is 1 rep maxes and triples, and that's why you're small. Which is really a very silly and ignorant statement because I can't think of a world record powerlifter that only does low reps, who only does high percentages relative to the 1 rep max. Last I checked, successful lifters, the good ones, not some fucking amateur on YouTube, do volume work. They do reps above 5. They do reps above 10. They do very high reps, might I add. And you see, if you just look at basic programming in general, like that, let's say periodization, right? There's always volume and intensity being managed. In what periodization do you see only intensity work? Other than, say, Bulgarian Light, which is its own unique setup, and guys typically run it for a short-term thing, okay? And also keep in mind that over the weeks, you develop a lot of total weekly volume. So you're still prioritizing volume work in a sense, right? So let's just look at the basics. Linear periodization, what are you doing? You're starting with a low percentage relative to your 1 rep max, and you gradually build it up. So you start at 50%, 55, 60, 65, all the way up to 100. You max out, you deload, you restart the cycle. So what did you do? You manipulated both volume and intensity. You went through a cycle. What about block periodization? Same thing. There are phases. You go through a hypertrophy phase, a power speed phase, then a maxing out phase, and you repeat. So what are you doing? You're doing fucking volume work. What about undulating periodization? Okay, you got the heavy, light, medium. Heavy day, you max out. Medium day is kind of like in the middle, and then your light day is like super high reps. Okay, so where is the lack of volume training here? Let's identify one final thing, which is concurrent periodization, which is you literally have an intensity day and a volume day. Where is the lack of volume? You are doing volume training in every fucking periodization style, literally. Yet you'll have morons on the internet claiming that strength athletes only do low reps. Seriously, people who say this are fucking stupid. They have never read an exercise science book. They have never looked at the training of real strength athletes. Look at a professional powerlifter. I guarantee you that a lot of his training is not even singles. I guarantee you that a lot of his training is doing fucking high reps. A lot of great pullers do high reps on various accessory movements. They'll do reps above 5 on their fucking deadlifts. It's not just a 1 rep max every goddamn time. Most of the great benchers are huge on high reps. They'll do reps of 10, 15, 20 and above on their presses. Same thing for accessory work. They'll do super high reps on their extensions. So where is this lack of volume? Last I checked, every successful strength athlete does fucking volume work. And there's a good reason for this. Because volume work, A, increases your work capacity, which is arguably the most important thing you have as a drug-free lifter, even enhanced. Because without proper work capacity, that's how you regress in strength, that's how you stall. Okay, you see, the more work capacity you have, the better gains you're going to get. And that's exactly why I used to do calisthenics before I started lifting weights, right? But when I started lifting, my strength blew up real fast because I already had good work capacity, see? And that's also why some of you who have a sports background when you were younger, when you joined bodybuilding type training or strength training, you got very jacked and you got very strong fast. It wasn't because of your superior genetics. It was because you already had good work capacity, you see? So with that said, volume training is going to give you immense work capacity benefits, which is crucial. I cannot stress it enough. And that's also why you should be doing GPP work, by the way. So that's the first thing, right? And the second reason is that guess what? Volume training is going to raise your 1 rep max. Really. And that's why periodization includes volume and intensity work. There's a process, there's a crisscrossing process, and if you manage both, it gives you the most optimal performance gain. If you do 405 for 20 on a barbell back squat, what do you think your 1 rep max squat's going to be? Obviously, it's going to be in the high 500s, right? Maybe in the low 600s. Why? Because volume training is what got you there. That's the point I'm trying to raise. Volume training makes you strong. And I know some guys are going to say, well, you know what? The best way to get strong at rep range is to practice it. And you know what? You're right. You're 100% right. If I want to get good at singles, I got to do some motherfucking singles. If I want to get good at reps of 10, I got to do reps of 10. But the state that there's no carryover is foolishness. And we know that there's carryover from high reps to low reps. Again, you're not going to be powerlifter strong, but guess what? If you're doing intensity work on top of the volume work, now you got optimal performance gain, buddy. And that's the way it should be. You should have volume work and intensity work. Anyone who says otherwise does not understand basic programming. Seriously. And all these people who say that powerlifters are small because of their low rep training, they're fucking stupid. They've never looked at the lean body mass of powerlifters who are in the same weight class as bodybuilders. Like, take a 181 powerlifter, competitive level, versus a 181 bodybuilder. See the differences in terms of size. I guarantee you, you won't find a significant difference. What you're going to see is minute differences. You're going to see the muscle belly fullness, which the bodybuilder has better genetics for. You're also going to see better side delts in the bodybuilder, better upper chest, and maybe more VMO and shit like that. But size-wise, lean body mass-wise, if you compare the fat free mass index, they're probably on the same fucking page. So don't try to give me that bull crap that powerlifters are small because of their training. You're dead wrong. All powerlifters that I know who are really good do volume training. Seriously. So that's just ignorant bullshit that people are talking, and it needs to stop. People have to stop talking about this in comment sections. It's annoying, it's stupid. It just stop, please. Volume training is what you need if you want to get stupid strong. And I can tell you for me, man, that when I do my volume work, I get stupid fucking strong. My deadlift strength goes up when I do volume work, when I do dynamic effort method, when I do higher rep pulls in the rack. My overhead press, you know how I got it to 225? By doing 10 sets of 10. Seriously, it was not by doing triples and singles on the overhead press. It was by doing 10 by 10, which is what got me my strength. I did 95 pounds, 115 pounds, and 135 pounds, 3-week wave. And then I peaked at my 225 pound overhead press. So it was volume work that got me strong, buddy. And then you're also going to have fucking morons saying, Alex, you're small. You're small because you only do low reps. Even though these guys have never seen my volume days. I mean, I've posted a few there, but let me tell you, they're fucking intense. My volume days would put most of you in a hospital. They are so intense. I ended up throwing up on a volume day. I hadn't thrown up since the fucking 3rd grade. But I threw up during a volume day. So all these guys claiming, oh, you're just small because you don't do volume work. Shut the fuck up. You're a pussy motherfucker, man. You don't know what you're talking about. I periodize my shit, which has volume work. Most intelligent lifters periodize their shit, all right? So you just got to get off my channel talking that bullshit. Seriously, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Seriously. So that said, I hope this video clarifies why volume training is so important. It's going to raise your strength automatically. It's going to give you work capacity. And just looking at general programs as a whole includes volume work. All strength athletes do volume work, or else periodization would not include it. But it does. And if it does, then it means it's important. All right? So do it if you want to get strong. Do it if you want to get jacked. Don't listen to these morons in comment sections who say powerlifters do low reps exclusively. Please. That is some bull crap. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me your feedback down below. What do you think about volume training? With that said, I will talk to you all next time.